Hello there. I probably sound a bit different to how I usually do. I don't know if I'm louder or quieter or both somehow. I'm quickly checking my Twitch thing. I want to make absolutely sure that this is working as it should. Just gotta go to my thing. Alright, yeah, it does say I'm streaming art. I'm just making sure because I've never changed it to art before. I don't know why that would really change anything, admittedly, but here we are, anyway, all the same. So today, again, I sound quiet because my microphone is further away than it would usually be, because my drawing tablet is all the way over, like, here. You can't see. I'm, like, minding where it is, basically. Imagine that I'm minding it. Just picture it in your mind. It's all the way over here on the right side, whereas the microphone is all the way on the left side. So it ends up being kind of difficult to have them both together like this, all sort of married. Yeah, well, anyway. So, my thoughts, I thought a little bit about how I could do a drawing stream, and I thought to myself, well, I can't really play music, but a lot of art streamers do play music, and I don't really know what the classification is for what can and can't be played, you know? I feel like, well, it's tricky, right? It ain't so simple, unfortunately. So I decided not to go for music, and this stream is obviously not going to be very interesting as a result, because I'm going to just be quietly sitting here drawing. Also, hello, Easy Gamer. Welcome. So yeah, this stream will be me drawing, trying to finish this little bit of art. As you can see, this is the next part of the stream art that will be below the stream. This one is a welcome panel, welcoming people who are new to the stream. I think it'll basically be what you see here. It'll probably change a tiny bit here and there. I don't fully know what I'm doing with it yet. Like, I feel like there's something missing, and I'll probably figure it out as I go along, hopefully. If I don't, then it will look like this. This is like the first draft, I suppose. Yeah. But yes, I have at least prepared things to talk about, which is, you know, it's something. It's better than complete silence. And when I say that, I mean I'm going to use this stream as a chance to talk about Omori, because I didn't really get to talk about my thoughts too much before. So I've got like a big list of stuff, and we'll go down that list one at a time as I draw, make little additions to this here and there. Hopefully I'm not too quiet. I have turned up the gain quite a bit, so I'm probably not that quiet. But yeah, the first thing I was going to mention, you can see my very limited art skills. First thing I was going to mention was the song that plays in the final battle, obviously spoilers. The final duet song, my god. I can't stop listening to it, and every time I listen to it I feel a little bit worse, and I'm just like, no, it's so pretty, but it's so sad. It's killing me. I think I want it to look like it's been drawn in marker, like a marker pen, as if she's like pulled out that sort of like pen and just scribbled on the glass. Yeah, final duet, it's so good. I actually showed it to my friend. A friend of mine had been watching the streams but missed the finale, and I showed him like the animation that goes with it and everything out of context, and I could hear him starting to tear up a little bit. I was just like, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. It almost looks like a Disney sort of handwriting, doesn't it? It's a little. Wait, well, hang on. I've got the bloody thing set to faded. There you go. Right. There's also. Oh yeah, I watched all the other endings as well. They're all so sad. I mean, like the one we got was pretty sad. But, you know, the other ones are a lot worse. It feels like there's in the normal menu screen and the file. Yeah, it completes so it's really good because like the piano is missing that accompaniment that it needs. They're incomplete about each other. It's very touching. And the other endings, I thought. Like the Hikikomori in general is obviously supposed to be kind of sad. I guess it's kind of like it kind of mimics the Undertale sort of genocide route in a way. What is this one again? It kind of mimics that genocide sort of route idea where you're kind of locked into a bad ending because you're not really doing the right thing. You miss out on a lot of the story. That sort of idea. So I kind of get it. But then like if you don't get up again in the final battle of the true ending route. You just you just fucking jump off the hospital. It's just like, what the hell? That's pretty fucking metal, but really sad. There are a lot of memes of it that I saw as well, which is pretty great. Like, there's one where it was just it's just like, I wonder how Amori's, how Sunny's doing, and it just plays like one single note of My Time, where it's just like close, or as he like flies past the window. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, it was fine. I'll leave that uncompleted. Right. I think one thing I have to do is redraw these lines, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a new thing as well, so I don't like do the thing. Knew what they were doing, yeah. I actually have never watched the trailer, but I have seen it pop up a few times, being like, that song from the trailer. I'm just like, yeah, the trailer, yep, that's where I heard it. That's been pretty interesting though, because obviously without, presumably he doesn't kill himself in the trailer, so I feel like the ending probably gives it a whole new meaning, right? All the lyrics that you kind of just hear and you're just like, oh, okay, I wonder what this is about. And then you hear it in game and it's like, oh. This is the sort of bit where like music would be really good, I think, for that piercing, quiet. I hate when this happens. I try to like draw that little bit up there. It's just like nope. I just realised I'm actually using lines that are way too thick right now. It's not intentional, but you know what? It kind of looks alright. I'm gonna roll with it. You thought it was a song to make you uncomfortable. Yeah. I honestly knew very little about Omori until like pretty much until I played it, which I saw someone on YouTube was playing the game and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting, and I clicked on the stream for about 10 minutes or something. It was just like, I'm playing this game. I knew I would love it the second I like saw a few minutes of the game. I'm just like, okay, I know what's gonna happen next. Yeah, I think I'm actually too zoomed in. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit more. I think part of me is like hoping someone's gonna wander into the stream and be like, hey, this is what you're doing wrong with your drawing, and I'm gonna be like, thank you, you've solved all of my problems, now I'm a good artist. Obviously the only real way to get better is to practice the... Oh yeah, the Hikikomori in general, actually, I forgot to mention like a bit more about that. That was honestly a really, really cool route though. I like that it's kind of like you're deciding between the emotional sort of side of things and effectively you like get rid of emotion and you get rid of a lot of the scares, but in exchange you get like a more traditional RPG experience. All the extra bosses and the whole world evolves and changes and adapts. It's really cool. A really cool idea. That's been a lot of work though, I've got to admit. What it was in ARG. Not sure what that is. And I realised it was a game that was just a few days before release. Oh, right. Found out the perfect sort of time then. If I go to colour real quick. I mean, these lines don't look very nice. Mainly towards this sort of bit. I mean, maybe if I get rid of the other ones underneath them, it'll look better though. Got a bit cleaner now. Very exciting content, of course. But yes, of course, I think that's kind of what it's going to be. Perfect Heart was a pain. See, I'm never actually going to do the Hikikomori route, so I never get to fight her myself, but that's pretty much all I ever really hear, is that Perfect Heart is just like a fucking pain in the ass. Something about spamming pizzas or something. in order to survive their attacks. Which does not sound fun, I've got to admit, that sounds awful. I am happy that there was like another Pluto fight there in the Hikikomori route. Thank goodness there was. Because I wanted to see like a final form type thing for him. Though it didn't look like in what I saw there actually was one, which is kind of weird. Kind of like they forwent. A few hours of preparing tactics and materials, a few hours of battling. And some luck, yeah, fair enough. That sounds about right, about in line with what I've heard about that fight. Yeah, it's definitely not something I would enjoy doing personally. That's the sort of thing where it just sounds like a grind. I know you do get quite a lot more stuff in the Hikikomori route. It's pretty hard to say, Hikikomori. In that particular route, the other route, we'll call it. You get quite a lot more abilities and stuff, right? In order to help you deal with all the extra bosses and stuff, which again makes sense. The essence of drawing is just drawing the same fucking line over and over again until you lose your mind. Something like that. It's actually my first time drawing on such a big canvas. I think more RAM is really nice. I was able to actually, I guess, draw bigger pictures in general. Because usually I would be doing this on like a canvas maybe a third the size. That was an achievement. Yeah. I suppose just getting more and more items would be kind of redundant though, wouldn't it, at that point? Once you beat what is probably the hardest fight in the game, I'm guessing. There's not really any need for stronger gear at that point. I'm sure most people doing it were just doing it for the sake of doing it really more than anything else. You know, it's something there, it's there to be done. That sort of idea. One thing I actually did notice is there are a lot of achievements in that game, in Omori. Like, I didn't really think about it too much at first. But once I completed it, I looked at all the achievements I didn't have and was just like, oof. How many random, like, things did I completely miss, I wonder? I feel like her cheeks already stick out quite a bit, so maybe I don't actually want to do this little extension bit. I'll get rid of this real quick. Yeah, that's too much. I'll get rid of that. You're at 75%, yeah, fair enough. Making good progress at least then. I bet there are some that are just like a real pain in the butt too, yeah? Like some are just probably a nightmare to get. Do the whole route again, ugh, fuck that. Fuck that. Dude, like, that game's pretty long. I mean, it's a good game, so I'm glad it's long, but at the same time, definitely wouldn't want to play it all again just for one achievement. guess about that sort of thing. Good. Cool. What's universally loved then? What did you do for that one? Complete every quest, you get a flower. Ah, right. That does sound pretty tricky to be honest. I guess using a guide would probably make that a lot easier there. Cause I explored quite a lot, but I reckon there's probably a lot of people I missed too. Like, even regardless of my exploration. Though I did become the champion of Pet Rock, so you know what? Who's the real winner here? Who needs to be loved by everyone when you can be the champion of a random video game? What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, I was going to say actually, oh, they have an Elite Four you have a battle with. Yeah, it was the bloody Elite Four you gotta go through, and then you've got the fucking, you got the one winged angel sort of like rock basically. I can't remember who it was, but someone called it Sephiroth. I thought that was pretty brilliant. Someone popped up and was just like, Sephiroth! And I was like, oh my god, you're a genius. I think the lines on this one just go all the way around like the head, underneath the ear. So I'm gonna like, hopefully not mess this up. It's probably gonna look awful actually, I'm gonna be honest. It's quite a difficult angle for me. There we go. It's the best side quest for sure. Gives you a reason to explore as well. You know, again. See all the silly NPCs and weird shit hiding away in houses. But yeah, one thing I was gonna mention was IRL. I have a sister who is also very, very musical, a lot like Mari. So my god, that kind of like I didn't really talk about it before on stream. I probably should have mentioned it before, but yeah, that really fucked me up because I could draw quite a lot of parallels between Mari and my sister, and I was just like, yeah, don't talk next to the stairs. I'm making sure from now on I ain't going anywhere near stairs with my sister. Fuck that. It's never. Yeah, I'd never obviously admit it to her, but I'm real proud of my sister, honestly. She works very, very hard. She puts me to shame, really. I try to have a lot of hobbies, but that girl can play like fucking 5 instruments and sing at professional level. She's crazy. Crazy woman. You hate your brother? That doesn't sound good. I'd ask for details, but I imagine it's probably quite personal, right? So I won't pry or anything. This one's a real pain in the butt. I think it was just poorly drawn to begin with, so it kind of ends up being a bit weird. That's alright, I'll go with that. This picture's never going to be perfect anyway. I'm not a very good artist after all. but I do try. Maybe it doesn't quite meet like that. Maybe something like that would look good. How does that look? Doesn't look that good. He loves annoying you. Ah, I see. It's that kind of thing, is it? I was a bit worried at first, and when he first said that, I was kind of like, you know, it's like a really serious thing. Like a really, really bad sort of thing. Never nice to hear about families being torn apart by stuff like that, you know? Lately my phone keeps ringing, it's driving me insane. Let's get to that point where it's just like, let's just ignore it. Maybe eventually I'll stop calling whoever it is. It still looks weird, but I think because it's going to go so high up. Oh, wait, hang on. Is that? Oh, it's this part of this thing. I'll get rid of this for a while. I think because this one goes so high up, it looks really weird to me here, because it's so low down. Maybe I'll try, like, making it a bit more in line. Like that, maybe? Might look a bit more appropriate. Amazing to draw. The program is Photoshop. Otherwise, it's a drawing tablet. It's I think it's UG branded, yeah, UG. Not exactly like the best brand out there, but it was nice and cheap. And that's the important thing, because I was working on a budget. I don't do commissions or anything like that because, I mean, who the fuck would pay for this, you know? So with that in mind, I couldn't really afford to invest too much on a tablet, so I couldn't buy like a Wacom or anything like that. There's really, really good ones. So I ended up getting this one, because it was, I think it was like £400 or something. Wacom ones are like in the thousands, so I ain't gonna buy something like that. No way could I afford it. Hang on, let's go to the colours again. It looks a bit annoying. It's got a weird sort of shape to it. Maybe I should make the shoulders reach higher, like that maybe? That might be better. Yeah, you know, I think I'll go with that instead. And I'll rub that out. Oh yeah, also, can I say about, you know, again, more spoilers. The final boss of Omori was so good because I hadn't really thought about it, you know what I mean? I hadn't really thought, like, you know, oh, this is gonna be like one last boss coming up, right? I thought maybe if there is gonna be one, it was gonna be, maybe it'd be Mario or something. And then when Thingy just walks up, the moment he appears and that song starts playing and you see the final boss, you realise that there was no one else it ever could have been, right? From the very beginning, it was just like a sort of thing. I thought that was really, really cool. Like, all of a sudden, everything just fell into place. All of a sudden, all those blanks got filled in. You realise from the very beginning he was always there. I thought that was really clever. I want to make this one work, actually. I might have to erase all these lines now, because they're kind of getting on my nerves. Actually, you know what? I can also get rid of this background, so I was using it temporarily. It'd be easier to see like this. Right. Maybe if I erase all of that. That doesn't look so bad. Yeah, the way it was all handled. Yeah, the way it changes as well from like, Omori did not succumb to Omori will not succumb. It was like, like maybe there's some symbolism in here. Maybe that's telling you something. I didn't realize there was like I'd say an extra phase. It might be a bit generous to call it a phase. I didn't realize there was like an extra thing past. Like I saw, I think like the background changes a little bit of each like part of the fight. I didn't realize there was another one beyond what I saw. Apparently, I saw in a YouTube video and I was just like, what the fuck? That's wild. That's always not really not really that big of a detail, but I still thought it was interesting, you know. But they had planned for a little bit more than I saw. It's just an exciting sort of thing, isn't it, really? Yeah. Mari kind of staring at you, staring into your soul, as Amori does the same. Oh yeah, also, I was gonna say how I didn't really talk again. I didn't really talk about it on stream because like I don't really react very much when like face of sad stuff. I think I'm just like a really I feel like I just react very slowly to emotional stuff. Like I feel like I guess like a really strong aftershock, I would say. Like I get hit by it, I don't really react, and then like several hours to like days later, suddenly I'll feel it. I'll be like, whoa, that's really sad. It was when with the I can't remember what they're called. You know the scientists like Medusa, Melissa or whatever, and someone else. Those three sisters. They're like the fact that like you beat them, and it's kind of like yeah, fair enough. You beat the villains or whatever. Let's let bygones be bygones, and then suddenly they just get fucking eaten alive. It was like, what the hell? That was horrible. It really caught me off guard. Like it was just like, what the fuck? Also, Humphrey being being a villain like that was also really clever. I thought. Yeah, the slime girls. That's it. I thought that was really clever because you didn't really realize, like, it didn't really occur to you because he's got such a disarming personality that this man could destroy you. Like, this man could eat you alive until you're already far too deep into his belly to realize that you could be eaten alive. That's when he kind of turns on you and you're just like, oh, fuck. That was pretty genuine horror. It was like a different kind of horror, you know. Most of the game's kind of spooky sort of horror. That was like a genuine, oh no. The kind of horror you face in like real life stuff, you know. Like you didn't consider something, that sort of thing. Yeah, funny, but I don't think I actually had too much trouble with Humphrey. I don't know why. I remember the tonsils or whatever it is you attack, the uvula. I think you're probably supposed to, but I remember the fight ended in one hit for me on that one. Like, I kind of got to that point when I was just like, attacked it once and the fight was just like instantly, oh, you win. Alright. I remove this then, underneath it. That looks alright. I might trim a little bit off. Wrong one. Trim a little bit off. Kinda wanna like have it a bit thinner at the ends. There it is there. Yeah, something like that maybe. And then I guess we want a paler sort of line over here. Make the thing a bit smaller for it. Look good. I feel like it kind of stands out too much. We're gonna make it smaller. Maybe color width away. I could put that there as well, actually, right? I think that probably looks fine, right? More or less. Oops. I guess I gotta draw the neck part down here, right? I don't know why I've gotten this far. I didn't even draw lines to begin with this one. I think it was up there. Alright, and this one over here. This part's also really messy, huh? Clean that up right quick. Wait, hang on, I actually don't want that line there, do I? I kinda want this line to go all the way up. Instead. Oh yeah, the three beings that get mentioned by the trees. I remember that was something I really focused on. When I first heard it, I was kind of just like, what is that? Who are they, I wonder? What is the significance of these beings? And I knew the favourite. The moment they mentioned it, I was like, oh, it's the cat. Yeah, I've seen him a lot. I saw the eyes moving in like the room and all that. That cat's definitely really prominent. And being the favourite. But then the other two I wasn't really sure about. Now, I'm pretty sure Abby... Yeah, Abby was one of them. Abby, I don't think you can encounter on the normal route. So it made sense as to why I couldn't even figure out who that one was. But I didn't realise right away that Humphrey was the third one, like the whale, and I was like, oh, that makes sense when someone explained that one to me. Well, that was kind of interesting. No, it went completely over my head because I was like really focused on it. I was like, man, who are they? Who could they possibly be? And then Humphrey's just like, hey guys, I'm Humphrey, and I'm just like, Humphrey, be quiet, I'm trying to figure something out. What's going on? Yeah, apparently Humphrey is the oldest. Like I think it was oldest, wisest, and favourite, right? And I think Humphrey is supposed to be the oldest one. And then Abby is like the wisest one, and the cat is the favourite. You know, it's just occurred to me, these kind of like... One's longer than the other, right? One of her bangs or whatever is like slightly longer. I mean, her head is tilted a little bit, but I think it's still too long. I might just leave it because it looks fine, but like, nonetheless. I can only really wonder, maybe I should change it. Also, I'm gonna colour this because it's annoying the hell out of me. Daddy Longlegs the creature, yeah. I did wonder that. I mean, he could well be the oldest. So I don't know for certain, obviously. It's all just theoretical. But I thought it kind of made sense. Humphrey seemed like pretty crazy strong, pretty scary. Yeah, I just realised why is that line all bent? Hang on. Can hide that. Oh, wrong one. Oop. Right. I'll fix that in a second. First though, let's draw in this shirt. And also go to this here. Make it nice and neat. I do wonder though about the character Daddy Longlegs. He seems very creepy. Like that surely that like castle thing and that guy. I mean, if they aren't the oldest, if they're something else, then what else are they? There's gonna be something to them, right? I mean, it seems kind of weird that they're just like, hey, look, creepy things, and that's it. And with a game with so much symbolism in it, I can only imagine there's probably something to them, something about them. Oh yeah, it's another really random thing, actually. When I was pretty early on in the game, I saw the achievement. Well, you get an achievement where it's like, good morning, for waking up in the morning, and then you also get one called Oyasumi for going to sleep at night. And I thought, why is one of them in English? Why is it good morning and not Ohio? And the other one is Oyasumi and not good night. And then obviously, you know, it was always kind of like a back of my mind. I was like, well, it's really weird. I hope hope, you know, well, I guess I wasn't really expecting an explanation. I guess I just thought maybe it's just some weird mix-up or something. And then, like, I thought about it once again with the ending credits of the bad ending. In that song, they say Oyasumi quite a lot. And I thought, oh, maybe that was why. Like, just a random thought, nothing particularly significant, but I thought it was, you know, I thought maybe that actually is the reason. It might actually be legitimately why they called it Oyasumi, just as a reference to that song, who knows. Oh wait, oops. Look about right? I think it looks alright. Yeah, it's true as well, I forgot about that. The ending song of the good one is called Good Morning. So they could, well, both just be references to those songs, huh? It's an interesting idea. Again, completely without any significance, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, now I can get rid of these lines. I can get rid of a lot of lines, to be honest. There's a lot of very messy lines up here. They really do with being cleaned up a little bit. That's not Annabelle, is that part of this? Yeah, apparently. Odd. There's another line there as well, isn't there? Oh, is it part of the shirt, maybe? Let's see. Yep. Problem solved. Easy. Oh, whoops, what have I done? What was that? Held on the wrong button there. Song already existed before Mori. Oh, they don't. I didn't actually know that. I assumed it was made for the game. So they're an actual proper band then, huh? They got an odd name, haven't they? It was like Bowen or something? Something like that. Just noticing this shirt is kind of... all these lines are a bit weird. Let's fix that real quick. Very, very carefully. Right. And a sort of dodgy angle. I don't know if it's because of dyspraxia or because it's actually just difficult to draw those lines, but I always hate it when I have to put my hand close to the desk. It's always kind of just like, ooh. I have to focus like super hard on drawing those lines. Yeah, I haven't actually said much about the character I'm drawing, right? You might have seen this character before in the, hang on, maybe I should add a source. Or maybe I can do some other way. Actually, no, I can. I can do this. You see this character on the bottom left here? This chat is hidden. This character is the same one I'm drawing now. It's just, obviously it's got a red face here because it's supposed to be like the sort of the angry, the rage emoji, whatever. But yeah, I'm drawing the same character. This is my main character I play in Final Fantasy XIV, Rai. Not technically the protagonist of the series that she's written for. Technically, she's like a co-lead, I guess. A slippery slope into NSFW. Into NSFW. I feel like I'm missing something really obvious. Unless you mean I'm gonna like draw porn of my character. I can never do that. Look at this cute little face. Look at her. My daughter right here. Some wealthy furry starts asking for, oh god, no, please. The dark side of the internet, of art. This line's a bit dodgy. The whole artist fall into you, right? Drawing weird fetish art for money, for spare change. Well, they were saying that, like, honestly, those artists get paid a fucking ton of money if they're good at what they do. I've seen like Patreons of certain ones, and it's just like, what the fuck? These people are living like kings. I mean, I ain't saying I would draw that stuff if I was paid, but I mean, you know. Any fucking oil barons out there got their weird interests? Want to hire me? I think this is kind of annoying. I think I actually am going to extend this further down. No, I'm going to do this the lazy way. That is, I'm not actually going to put any real work in. I'm just going to be like, whoop, whoop. And then I'm going to like stretch it down like this. Alright, how bad does that look? Aside from looking like a tentacle, not really like a hair appendage, it kind of just looks odd. I might redraw that. The artist request meme, I don't think I do. Doesn't ring any bells. I'm too much of an old man, you see. A ripe old age of 23 years old. I don't need to know. Oh god, it's something bad, isn't it? Oh, this still looks kind of weird. It kind of looks like a weird lump here. How low this goes, and so it's like, whoop. I'll ignore it for now. Draw her getting an education. Oh, that fucking, I have seen that actually. Draw her eating a burger. Draw her getting an education. Wait. What is this line about actually? Hang on. Does it even need to be there? I mean, kinda, not really. I mean, the head extends all the way around, right? So, like, yeah, that's fine. Get rid of that. That line does not exist anymore, which is not needed. Fucking, what's this line? There we go. Back up to the 40. Can I look better? I think so, because it's got a very big nose. I don't think it's as I think it looks fine as it is. I won't bother writing that in. Something like that maybe though. to properly connect the nose to the eyes. I don't think I'm going to draw lines around these because I've changed them around quite a lot. I tried to sort of enlarge the center bit here because I wanted it to look like it was pushed up against the glass, basically, which is kind of what all this. Where's it gone? Oh, I guess you can't really see it with this background, but like this sort of light here, kind of like a reflection on the glass, and also this message is like drawn in marker pen on the glass. I don't know how much it really looks like what I'm trying to go for, but hopefully enough that people will be able to tell easily. Like they look at it and be like, oh, that's what's going on. Looks good? Well, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad someone does, because I'm not a big fan personally. But I am very critical. The problem is there's so many really, really good artists out there, just like not even like off platform, even on Twitch alone, there's some incredibly good artists. So it's really easy to kind of compare yourself and sink into that sort of pit of just like, man, I'm not good enough. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it anyway, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I think what you say is correct there as well. I think it's very common for people to dislike their own work. Rub out this little bit. There's a lot of lines I need to get rid of already at this point. There's a lot of sort of gross old lines now. Expired lines, you can call them. Oh yeah, this walking thing again as well. It's in the way. I wonder if I should like... Oh. Maybe it would look better if I like didn't cover it up? No, I think it's kind of weird if I do that. I could try doing something completely different, like that. Maybe I should make the lines thinner at least, that might be an idea. But just try to like slowly but surely, there you go, chip away at it. That doesn't look as bad. I'll go with that. Right, meanwhile over here, there's actually some lines there to get rid of. Wait, oh, it's one on the face maybe. Yeah, there it is. One of the many downsides of this DMCA era of Twitch is the lack of music for these sorts of streams. I wonder if things will ever get better for people playing music again, or if it's just gone for good. I suppose DMCA will always kind of rear its ugly head somewhere. I guess it's inevitable. The industry is very, very greedy, so... Also, it's not really the artist's fault, more so the actual licensing stuff, studios or whatever they're called, I can't remember what the word is for them. But still a shame nonetheless. Mouth is one of those things I've been like wondering about redrawing. It's only really one simple line as it is. Wouldn't be very difficult to redraw it. But I can't help but wonder if it looks good enough in its current form. I think that's probably too strong, right? Yeah, kind of silly. How about like that? Oops, like that. This needs to not reach up quite as high. That looks better. I might just get that entirely. Nah, it's kind of like a silly smile. I'll go with that. That looks alright. That's kind of annoying me up here, this line. Right, I'll probably do for the lines. Well, technically I've still got to draw all these lines again. These fairly rough insides of the lines. They kind of look like little hairs, and that kind of helps, I find, of you know, making it look like actual hair and not just a big block. Trying to sort of look like cat ears, and cat ears are quite hairy, so kind of draw bits of fluff around the ears in general. Not sure to go up on this or not. Right, maybe I should like something like that, maybe like sort of curled hairs instead. What's given the usual Discord curse where I get messaged immediately after I'm streaming, and I'm now like incredibly consciously aware of Discord. I'm just like focusing on it. I'm like, no, don't pop up suddenly with a notification. None of those. So maybe I'll do this on a second like layer just so I can delete it if I don't like it. Oh, so definitely not like that. That was not very good. This is more in line with what we've been doing. I think now it just looks like a big old case of hair, so I'm not going to do that. And then there's the original idea again, but reimagined a little bit. I'm not so sure about that one. I don't know. I don't think I'll do that. What is the way to do this, I wonder? The handy thing about streaming art is that it's two things taken out together. I get to both draw and stream, which are two things I try to do every day. Well, I say every day. I don't stream every day, obviously. I don't think I ever will, because, well, I don't play games that much, so it was one of those things where I really have to push myself a little bit. I mean, I could always stream drawing, but I just don't really think it's interesting enough to stream every day. I feel like people would get sick of it very quickly. Like, if you're a really good artist, at least, if you're like really good, like, 'cause there are, like I said, some really good artists on Twitch. I feel like then you can get away with it because people will just come along just to marvel at the creation as it's being made. Right, so I'm gonna try this again then. So maybe I could like try adding a bit of colour. Maybe I'll try doing that first then, okay. So, on the inside of her ear, so what do we want? What's inside of a cat's ear? Look, you know what? I'm gonna look at a picture I've got of Rye. Like I've got some screenshots I can use as references. Let's see. Where do I keep them? I don't look at them very often. Where do I keep them? About this one, maybe? This will probably do, right? Okay, there's a bit of pink. A tiny bit of pink inside the, yeah. I'll try using that. Oh, it's actually popped up as I just realised. Yeah, you can see it. Here's the picture I was going to use, because she's wearing this sort of tank top thing as well in the comic. This is more standard affair Riot, even though I never actually play Monk at all. I'm going to hide this. Is it that? Yeah, there you go. Back to the Photoshop. Alright, so the hair handled on there is also different, so I might take that into account. Just start by like, what is visible? Quite a bit is visible. Not all the way up there. Go like up to about there, maybe? And then I can just like erase this part. Sort of like that. That doesn't look so bad. I'll go with that. Now you got this side with an even wider ear. To be honest, I don't think it should be like... I think the line should probably be further down. I don't think there's really any reason for it to look like that. I'm going to quickly erase this line. Right. Probably more like that, maybe. In general, I've drawn the ear looking quite different. How it looks in game. That's more because I feel like the ears in game. Something about them is just really weird to me. I don't know. I feel like these look more like cat ears than the ones in game. I could just be biased. I don't know. I did used to have cats growing up. I used to have two little kitties called Sylvester and Lily, and they were siblings. We got them when I was really, really young though, so enough time has passed since then that they have obviously died, sadly. But, you know, it happens, isn't it? It's obviously very sad, but it's inevitable. I think Lily in particular was very attached to me for some reason. That kitty was just obsessive with me. I don't know why. It was kind of creepy, honestly. Kind of got on my nerves. But it's the sort of thing that you don't really realise that you appreciate it until it's gone, you know? Like, when the cat does eventually die, it's inevitable, again. I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm on a bit of a Thanos bit. Yeah, you don't really realise it until, like, you know, the cat stops pining for your attention constantly. It's still like, until that incessant meowing and having everything knocked off your desk is gone. You don't really realise how much you appreciated having it there, you know? The person who just wouldn't leave you alone. And then it kind of feels a bit empty for a while. It's very sad. Yeah, I do love cats. But I probably won't get any more pets, I don't think, because it's just too expensive, too needy. And I'm quite busy, so it's generally better not to have extra stuff to do. If I can avoid it. Also, I suppose I'm technically using the wrong colour here, right? Because I'm using the hair for the skin. I mean, they're similar colours, but not identical. One's a bit darker, see? Think for a second, so that's just, I guess, a mistake. So erase that real quick. I hope that was a mistake and not like product of a different mistake entirely. Oh wait, I just realized part of the error here as well. I was also kind of using the wrong colour. There we go. This is better now. I don't know what this is about. Actually, I think I do know what that is. Hang on. Is it here? To that? Yes, this one. Alright. Go with that. Does not need to be there. Pretty much all on the cleanup sort of stage at this point anyway, really. Like I said, the picture will never be perfect, but as long as it looks good enough that people will look at it and think, that's cute, then I'll be happy. What is this one again? Oh, it's pretty the ears, right? I think I remember. Again, deep the skin. About that much. That'll do. Kind of worried about talking about more Amori spoilers. I probably should have put in the title something like, you know, talking about Amori having finished the game, but I'm really worried someone's gonna like wander on in right as I say something really big, and I'm just be like, oh no, what have I done? I've ruined the game for someone. Joy of Dragoon falling off a cliff. Alright, say no more. I can't remember what your Dragoon looks like. In fact, I don't remember what any Dragoon looks like for that matter. Alright, here's a cliff. There you go. Just use purple. Alright. Gotta recolor him. Wait, where's the purple? There he is. Done. Perfect. Trying to think what else I could actually add. I mean, Dragoon's a very spiky armor, right? So like, he's got cat ears apparently. Didn't mean to do that. What was? Making Sonic the Hedgehog. There you go. Ooh. There you go. He's got spikes on his head apparently. Right. Well, anyway, very high quality illustrations from yours truly, of course. the finest, highest level of art here. What am I doing again? The face is more or less done. I guess we're at that point where you can kind of just delete that. And make this one the new Rye. Okay, so I guess I'll just draw in these little sort of small lines that are missing now. The actual picture, they kind of layered sort of like this. It's probably a better way of doing this, but I'll think about that afterwards. Whatever. So the actual drawing, it's kind of like, actually I'll do this in a layer again. It's kind of done like, you've kind of got like hairs sort of sticking off like that. And it's a very hairy ear, but I mean like, I don't know, cat is a pretty hairy. What if it was all like that? Kind of looks messy, doesn't really matter much. I wonder I've drawn that well enough. Maybe I should make it look more like loose hairs rather than such a strict sort of ending. Look at it like it's got. Wasn't very good in that form, but. You know what, I think I'll just say it as it is. Less work and it looks fine anyway. I need to use the bathroom as I always do, so I'll be just a second. Whoop. Back in a sec. No, no redrawing, please. I was only gone for just a moment. There's no way I can let evil take over my chat, of course. Besides, Hex is there. He's my shield against evil. One of my only, like, 3 mods I've got. And the only one that shows up to stream. Right. I guess I'll get a bit skin down here then, so I'm gonna change that around a little bit. Oh, let's look at the time. It's about time to be anywhere else. Oh, whoops, that's no good. Ooh. Ooh. Plans foiled again. And they always shall be. As long as I can not need to pee like 7 times every stream. I'm gonna start wearing diapers, let's go. Problem solved. Is that skin shading? Why is that shading? What is causing that? No. Undercolor? It's under the glass? It's that apparently, whatever that is. What is that actually? What is that there for? I'm not even sure. Just don't pee. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, I don't know how that happened. There's a weird squiggly line there apparently. Let's see. I'm gonna put like a little line up here. Just one little squiggly line. Like something like that maybe. Also this is kind of leaking over. Oops. Alright, there we go. Wait, what's happening here there? Is that also this? No. No. I think it's probably just this, right? Just like a little oversight. No. Some sort of actual glow. How have I done this? What's happened there? Comes from this. It's from this. Oh, okay, I see this. And now it's gone. Done. Easy. Ooh. This as well, that's kind of messy, isn't it? So this is this. All these ears are still like incredibly hairy. I feel like maybe I should turn it down a little bit. Doesn't look very nice. Maybe like that. That looks alright. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't look very good. Maybe I'll just roll with it anyway. Maybe I'll just be like, you know what, this is fine. Because I don't really know how to improve it. But now, very weird line hairs. Also, I need to get this pink again. Return to need pink. It was on 9%, looks like. Wait. Yeah, 9%. This one is on 45%. Grab that. Did I grab it? Yeah. That there. And back to the other rear. I feel like this pink is kind of just all over the place. It's really messy. I guess that is something we kind of haven't redrawn. Start here. I guess. As good as it is on the other side. Can I probably get rid of this? What layer is that on? This one? Yes. Look how this left the eyes in particular. I think there was a reason for it, but I don't know what that reason was anymore. It was a while ago. Yeah, I'll do fine. That doesn't look so bad. I'll roll with that. Why not? So is this on face or is it on something else? I think it's on this one, right? Right. Probably want to get rid of this and that. So on this side we took out two curved upwards lines. We'll do that again. Sort of like that, I suppose. Like that. I feel like you can see more of it, maybe. Maybe that. There we go. Sound face? Yes. Oh, there's actually something I forgot there then. I just realised I didn't draw this line in here. Right. I feel like maybe I should make it more clear that it's a marker pen by having a pen in the picture, though I don't know where it would be, other than like, I don't know, up her nose or something. Because there's nothing to really hold on to it. I wonder what could be carrying it? What's Final Fantasy-esque? I mean, there is another character that would kind of fit that, but they don't really interact with Rai too much in the comic, so I feel like it'd be kind of weird to have them just appear for this one picture. And they're also kind of I'm quite attached to that character, so I would want them to have their own sort of panel to themselves rather than just be a background character. It's just that sort of thing. It's all very silly, right? So what can I put? I can't really put it on her shoulder. It'd be kind of weird, right? It would just, it would just roll off. I guess her ears are up here. I could put like a joke about like a pen. You know, people put like pens behind their ears sometimes for some reason. I could try doing something like that, but it's just sticking up her ear. Maybe it's like flying off into the background somewhere. I actually drew it and then threw it behind her. Just draw it like up here somewhere maybe. I actually don't remember what a marker pen would look like. It's been a while. Actually, hang on, I've got one down here. I've got a real life reference. I've got a little whiteboard in my room for reminders. So I'm very forgetful. Right. So I'm looking at it from this sort of angle. Kind of just looks like that, really. Doesn't really look anything special. It kind of like goes inwards as it goes up, this pen. There's the crappy pen sort of thrown all the way behind her in the background. Yeah, it's just sort of barely sort of leaving frame. I think that's too close. It's really dark in my room at this point. It's getting so dark now. Turn the light in a second. So I guess there's like lines in this pen, like this on the lid. Maybe something like that what we would do. And then like, oops. Maybe I could like throw another thing, I don't know what to call it. It's all kind of very smooth. This is pretty, actually, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Right. So something like that, I guess. And now reason the lid is actually very off-center. I'm going to fix this, it's annoying me. I'll redraw this a little bit as well. There's a weird smell in the air. I think someone's cooking something downstairs, but it does not smell very nice at all. I mean, it doesn't have to look that great, as it's a pen at the end of the day. It's not important. Add a little layer for it there. That's A. Oh god, no, please. Wait, hang on, this isn't right. Why is it all green? Hang on, I'll try taking it down a bit more. Yeah, 50. Yeah, I'll do. This looks alright. So I think the light shining on the glass that we drew in earlier, I think that's interfering with it in its own sort of way. It looks kind of weird. I think it's sort of shining on the pen, and so that it looks brighter than it actually should do. And I guess the rest of it could be white then. Whoops. Right, I'll just make this little thing, I'll just call it pen. So that's that, yeah. And then this. Oh god. I feel like to anyone else reading those comments hex is just like, what's he talking about? What the fuck does he mean? However, I am sadly cursed with knowledge. Should I just draw like just draw a pen on it? Just in small letters, just because why not? We'll just have pen. There you go. And you can't even read. You can probably barely read it. If you like zoom in real far, you can just barely see like the 2 pixels written there. There's a pen. Right. Well, it's certainly not perfect. It kind of feels like something is missing, and I'm just not seeing what it is. I mean, I guess for one thing, the background ought to not be like blue. It should be something else. Yeah. What color kind of represents rye to me? I guess kind of like pink, really. There's a lot of pink in this picture already, but maybe like that sort of color. It's quite cute, yeah. It's quite a cute little shade of pink. I don't know. It's quite cute, but like it's got to be at least bold enough to stand out, I reckon. So we'll like edge more and more into purple progressively, so it looks good. Maybe we'll go with that. I don't know where she is, mind you. She's just in pink space apparently. She's transcended black and white space anymore. She's now in pink space. Right, gonna face her own demons. In the form of probably several Lalafels, I suppose. Let me think. I guess there is one. I don't know, I could come out of this bloody pen. My masterpiece up back here in the background. The picture would be nothing without that pen there. Right, like, I'll just draw like a... something like that, maybe. Welcome to Pink Space, been living here as long as you can remember. There you go. It's tricky. What's that? Got about 6 views apparently. What's going on there? Suddenly everyone wants to see me draw? What's going on? Sorry to assault your eyes. Ooh. Wait, that's the wrong layer. What am I doing? Getting all flustered, you see? More shy. Oh, whoops. Like this. There we go. Does it look like her face is all like pressed against the glass, I wonder? I guess one thing to take into account is her cheeks would have to be very, very thick for there to be no like notable sort of looks on the rest of her body, I suppose. So I guess I'll try and like make it look more like the hair is a little bit pushed up against it as well. So like that maybe. Yeah, there you go. I was scared of all the extra viewers. Back down to 3 again now. It's better this way. I feel like now it looks too. Now it looks like it's too pressed up against the glass. Somewhere in here exists a happy medium. Somewhere. Somewhere. Though I do not know where. I wonder. I mean, I guess I could draw welcome in like different letters, with like different colours, sorry. That would be an idea. Could also move it. So it's like down here. This looks awful. Oh no, what have I done? Well, I could always have put it there, but now you can't see much of her face. The best part of the face, the cheek, of course. Get you a girl that has the best cheekbones around. Right. No, I'm gonna move this dot over, I just realized it's kind of weirdly aligned. There we go, that looks better. Welcome. Something still looks off to me. I think it's probably the rotation of her face. I feel like this area here probably shouldn't be as visible. Like it should be a tiny bit more compressed. Maybe move the nose to the left a little bit. Make it look more like she's got her head sort of turned away from the camera. The problem is, it's really difficult to find a reference for this sort of picture. I don't really have a reference for it at all. But I just thought, you know, wouldn't it be cute if she was like hugging the viewer, like, you know, pushing her face against the glass, trying to like be all adorable, that sort of thing. Because this character is just adorable. They're just a big ball of cuteness. That is the character. That is Rai. Just your resident anime girl, necessary of course for a series to succeed. And but then Yeah, I realized like halfway in through, I was just like, I actually don't know what that would look like someone pushing their face against the glass like that. And again, I have no reference for it. I don't know what to search for. Usually, I go to Google Images and I'm just like, this stock image. But in this case, there are no stock images because it's not exactly a helpful thing. A self-reference. I don't really have any glass to push it against. I guess I could go outside, push it against the window, but then I need someone else to take a picture of it for me. Hmm, it's tricky. Set up a tripod by a door with glass, which a camera times push a bit into the glass. You know what? That does sound like a very practical solution. Sadly, I have no tripod. Yeah. What else do it in mirror? Easy. Hmm. And also, I feel like this isn't really looking that good. This sort of patch here. Ooh, whoops, wrong layer. No, no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't at all. The mirror would actually be terrible for it. I was like joking around. I wouldn't worry. Hmm. I mean, I guess part of the forehead would be pushed against the glass. Maybe I should make like 2 layers. Actually, yeah, is this one? This is the same thing. Wait, what is that being used for? Actually, hang on. Oh, it's that. I see. Okay. I mean, like, I could just. Oh, whoops. I could just do that. But it doesn't look very good. No, I won't do that. Hmm. What do you guys think anyway? Do you think it looks like she's got her face against the glass, or do you think it needs something else? You don't have to know what it is, mind you, but I mean, if you think it does look like, as long as you think it looks good, then I will accept that as that. But if you don't, I'll try to figure it out. What is causing that? Apparently it's that. No opinions from the audience? Fair enough. Oh, there you go, just a big message. Add a layer to shade a glass or reflective texture to cover it. Shade a glass or reflective texture. I think I kind of get what you mean. It does sound tricky, but I can try it. Once I manage to make this stop being annoying. It's just there's all these little gaps in the shading for some reason. Yeah, it does sound very tricky for sure. There is one thing I've done, but I don't think it does it very well, and that's sort of these little bits. Hang on, merge them together maybe. 35%. Need to remember that. You got that sort of holy light look to it. I mean, it kind of works, but it also kind of doesn't really look that much like glass. Also, the hair kind of disguises it, which is a problem. Why did I make this character so pale? Why did I do this to myself? Clearly, I've completely screwed myself. Let me think. Also, I'm now realizing this is actually kind of a problem as well. Let's right here. Oops. Right. Something more like that, maybe. Looks a bit better. Would you say she pales in comparison to you? Yeah, sure, why not? I guess if there was like something on the other side of the glass, it would kind of work. You wish Twitch had an unsend, but you know what? Same, to be honest. Alright, well there is one thing I think I'll add to it. Also, try not to use that eye as much, isn't very good. Something like that, maybe. Just to use that space down there, because there's quite a lot of blank space here, and it's kind of like... It kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. I guess I could also move this heart over here. Worst case scenario, I could always shrink it a little bit, maybe, like that. That's too small there, right? Yeah, I don't like it much. And then like, oops, right. I mean, there isn't really that much up here. I could shrink it a tiny bit. I'll also redraw that part, just to make it look a bit thicker. Added an extra C to it. You know, in the absence of music, maybe I should be singing my own background music. Might be quite challenging though. While focusing on drawing. I actually kind of wanted to sing the ending song of Omori. Not My Time, but rather Good Morning, that song. But the problem is I don't really know how it would go. Like, I know the lyrics to it, because I mean, they're on screen obviously when you're playing the game, but I don't really know like the melody for the song, you know? I'm not really good at figuring that sort of thing out. Otherwise I'd love to. Just as a little tribute. My Stranib, is that my sister by any chance? Yeah, I'll ask her about composing a melody. Or about figuring out like how to make lyrics fit a song. She is good at compositions, might be able to help. I didn't. Is Maestro like a female version of a Maestro? That's gonna be my guess. Okay, yeah, it is. Fair enough. I actually don't really know where the name Maestro Mib came from, to be honest. I considered changing it when I was gonna start streaming. I was like, maybe I should get rid of it because I don't really feel comfortable being called Maestro Mib. The name Mib actually comes from something very strange. I was like 10 years old, maybe 9. Me and my class went to a holiday thing at like a local-ish place. And it was like a week-long holiday type thing for the school. And while we were there, one of the activities prepared for us involved us being given a bunch of random materials to make our little boats. And we're all gonna have like a little boat race to see basically, you know, who could make the fastest boat and all that. And I remember one of the groups, it wasn't even my group, it was some other random group of kids. They made they named their boat like Mib or something. I really don't know like why it stuck with me enough that I would end up making it my brand apparently, but there's the origin story for you of Mib. It all came from that random thing when I was like 9 or 10 years old. It's really strange that it would last so long, but it was so insignificant at the time. Yeah, it's really weird, huh? It's not really a story I tell very often. You know, now it's kind of starting to like, now all the little details are annoying me. It's just like, I'm at that point where it's like, because I don't know how to move forward, all I'm doing is like, looking back. You're the kid who owned the boat's filing a lawsuit, you're probably right. I better run and hide, change my name and all that. Erase my existence. Honestly, I don't remember the kid's name. Like I said, the whole thing was just so insignificant. I don't really know why it lasted this long. I don't think it was like a friend of mine or anything. It might have been, I don't know. I think the reason this text looks a bit dodgy is because I enlarged it. Like originally this picture was a bit smaller when I drew in the sort of welcome text and all that. So then when I sort of stretched it out to make it bigger, and after the sort of initial design sort of was done, I didn't redraw the text, so it kind of looks really rough. And now I'm kind of regretting my decision. Oops. You make it big or take it to court? Yeah, probably. Might even win with how shitty those laws actually seem to be. If he does though, it's just a chance to change my name, huh? Let's go. Finally can shed this stupid name that I've used for so many years. When I look at it, I think, is this what I want to kind of be the face of my channel? And I kind of feel like I'm selling myself short. I don't know. There's a lot of blank space, right? Like, I feel like it needs to be filled. Like, all this sort of stuff here. There's not really anything there. I could give it like a necklace, maybe. A necklace would be quite nice. I don't think you'd wear one though, right? Like if you were like, because she's a monk, she's like a martial artist basically. You wouldn't wear like a necklace, would you? You're a martial artist. It would just give your opponents like to grab onto or something. I don't know. I'm not necessarily an expert, mind you, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good idea. There's one little detail there I'll probably get rid of because it's annoying. I guess there is actually one thing I didn't really address. This little thing here. She has a little scar going across her cheek and over her eye. But it's quite hard to draw it because in the actual game it's really hard to see because of the paleness of the skin. It doesn't really show up very well. It's a very light sort of scar. So it's kind of just there in the background, you know. I guess I can at least erase part of it. I noticed like sort of towards the eye in the picture it actually does kind of fade out. So I guess that kind of works. Something like that maybe. I might actually just look up pictures of glass. It might be at that point where I'm just like, all right, let's take some ideas from the internet. But having glass stock photo. Yeah, it doesn't really give many good results. Person glass stock photo. Well, there's the horrifying image. It looks like it's from Silent Hill, so that's something. What would type in Persian? You know, person pushed against glass. Like, that might work. I mean, kind of. But there are pictures that don't look very distinctive though. One idea though I can see from this is that I think it's kind of similar to what you were describing earlier, Hex. It kind of looks like there's like a tiny beam of glass going horizontally along his forehead. I could try doing something like that. Let me try that out then. Our last desperate hope for any level of making it look like actual glass. If that is the case, I might actually have to get rid of those. It's like a sort of orangey yellow-ish light. I don't think it looks that good. I'm still annoyed by all the open space down here though. It feels like it's calling out for something to go there, you know? Also, I think I'm missing a bit weird over here. More distractions, of course. Oops. Let's feel like that. Oh yeah, something I didn't actually address. You may have noticed that there was no VOD or anything for the planned Valentine stream yesterday. Honestly, I don't know what happened to that. I kind of just forgot about it, and then the day was over, and then it was like, oh yeah, that didn't happen. So I guess it was cancelled. I guess we all kind of forgot about it, and it just didn't happen. So yeah, no Valentine yet. Maybe in the future. We're now in line hell. Oh yeah, actually, I didn't really think about it until recently, but I realized I've actually gained quite a few followers overall recently, so... One day, when we get to 50 followers and it finally happens, we're doing a 12-hour stream. Don't forget that. I don't know what the fuck I'll play, I don't know what I'll do, but it'll certainly be an adventure. A very, very tiresome adventure. It's going to be awful. But I hope you guys enjoy it when it does happen. Right. Her cheek is now very large, but I feel like... Yeah, I feel like it looks alright. I don't know, it kind of works. It's pushed against the glass after all, isn't it? Of course it's going to be big. Big squished cheek. I guess I could get rid of this part down. It's wrong though. I guess I could get rid of that bit. Oh, it's kind of weird though. Maybe at least that much. Yeah, we'll do that. There you go. That looks alright. I still feel this doesn't really make it look like glass though. Kinda... Yeah, I don't think I'll use that. I'll go to that. What was this again? Oh yeah, that was the original idea. Get rid of that. Maybe this is it then. Maybe we just go with this. I mean, I can always improve it later, right? It's not like this is the end result. It's not like it has to be the finale. Actually, you know, there is one thing we can add to make it look a bit more alive. One little itty bitty thing. I'm gonna put it. We need some red. We need some like sort of, in the least gross sounding way, like some sort of fleshy red color. It's a swole neck. Yeah, his right eye's pretty buff. I usually draw with muscles, and I draw as a, because you know she's a martial artist. She's gotta be strong. Right, we're gonna do like a big uwu pink blush. We're gonna make it look hopefully all right. If nothing else, we can draw like, you know, we could do like something like this. No, I think it looks better at least. We have to turn it out of it. It's still pretty bright, so make it a little harder to see. Then we'll add just a little bit of colour. Really bitty little bit of colour to her face. So she doesn't look perpetually very sick or anything. So actually do anything now. I feel like that made it a bit too hard to see. I mean, I could actually just like do something like that, I guess. It is very hard to see. So yeah, one more addition I was thinking about maybe I just realised I haven't fixed this in so long, these markings over here. I kind of just left them there. I don't know why that happened. I guess I did actually. I think it's because it's a pain in the ass to draw them. These were the worst part of drawing this picture, to be honest. Let me think. Like, I always end up hating having to draw these whenever I draw this character. Oh, I just did like that. Maybe I can get away with it. Maybe I can just be like, look, you can't see the rest of it because it's cut off. I guess that's still gotta be like a point though, right? For my Titan glam. Yeah, you're right. The next picture of Rye, just her and a Titan glam. Somebody message on something. Odd. Got a WhatsApp all of a sudden. My mum's just like, hey, message. But apparently it's like a 1 second voice message, so like I'm wondering if it's maybe an accident or something. Probably an accident, but you know. I really do hate these bloody markings. Why are they so complicated? Why do I use these on my character? A second mod appeared, he's here. The madman, king of death. That streamer man who doesn't stream very often. You can only blame yourself. You know what? You're not wrong. Gotta go change Rise appearance real quick, give me a sec. What just did that though? I mean, like, you wouldn't notice, right? Dan has all the power now, it's true. He has ascended beyond the mere mortals in chat. Can I get away with this? I got an idiot, a little bit of red. Okay, about the point. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. There you go. No one will ever even notice it, but you know what? It's there. You'll know about it. It's like the pen in the background. No one will ever notice it's there. But you will always know. Right, so the actual thing I was going to add, I could draw like a background. I could just take like a random map from in-game, like maybe Mordona or something. Just have her there in the background. You can just sort of see like a building or two, or like an Aetheryte maybe. Maybe I'll do like an Aetheryte, just like a really blurred Aetheryte though, because I'd say it's like out of focus or something. Also, welcome, King of Jeff, you have been summoned. All the ingredients for your summon have been completed. Yeah, like the Crystal Tower, that'd be a good one too. Yeah, I'll call it Crystal. You've been lurking. Ooh. Maybe you're in that mysterious fourth viewer that Streamlabs doesn't mention for some reason. Def always looks, holy shit. It's pretty metal. Look at the Crystal Tower, even though it's literally just going to be a big blur in the background. Wait, I looked up Crystal because I'm dumb. Crystal Tower. FFXIV. Wow, it really is just a big spike, huh? I've never really looked at it properly before. Oh, are you DMing next then? That's not blue. Shows everyone's names. I don't know what moderator view is. Gotta be honest. Right, so let's do like this sort of. Wait, can I do this? This count? A Discord DM. Cheers, I'll help. We're just like. Something like that. Make it a bit wider though. There we go. That kind of works. Use some of that black background. Say black, I mean say blank. I have an idea as well, actually, something else I can add in. Maybe slightly less out of focus. Maybe like just some random like butterfly or something. I really draw butterflies, I don't know how to draw these, but I feel like can't go wrong with just making them wings, right? Just a pair of wings in the background. And then I'll like move this one down. I think that's about 100%. 100%. 85%. Maybe I should actually make it darker though. I just like probably too dark. Whoops. Something like that, maybe. Wait, I actually didn't see that fucking message from Arca. Oh, fuck. The big blue dildo. How did you know? The crystal dildo, which honestly sounds horrible. Look at the big old design flaw of it, you know? Anything's a deal good for enough, you know what? You're probably right. I wish you weren't, but... You know, it's kind of like a butterfly. I mean, you know, it's vaguely butterfly-esque. And I'll move this one down here. And we'll do this magical thing where I can change the color of it. This one will be... orange, I guess. Orange works. Make it a bit more faint, like it's further away. Right. I guess that kind of works. I put this on instead. Doesn't look any nicer, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'll just run with that then. Also make this a little bit lesser. Nah. I'll probably do this. Also gonna sneeze, one sec. Alright, sneeze completed. I am 2 hours in, it doesn't feel like 2 hours. Drawing kind of soaks up your time. I wasn't using black. I was not using black. Unbelievable. So let's erase that. And delete that layer, because I didn't need the layer anyway, it was a joke. It was a prank. Right, so how do I... It's on 13%, not on like 5%. It kind of just makes it look like I've made a mistake, doesn't it? It kind of just looks like it's just like the skin color. You know what, I think I'm just not going to bother with that. It doesn't look perfect, but it will do. Hopefully in the future I just get more experience as an artist and I can just be like, you know what? Glass looks like this. I feel like if Twitch to my chat right now, they'll be like, hang on a minute, what? What's going on? If you see any Twitch mods, just act natural, okay? I just immediately get banned. I feel like... I think this is probably about as good as it's gonna get. I guess there are minor things I could fix, like this down here. It's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. There we go. Right. This probably will do as my little cutesy welcome thing. I actually need to draw a picture for like an offline stream as well. I've got a few things that I've kind of got set up. I've got I don't want to spoil them all. The next one I'll probably do is the rules, like a rules picture. I think it's only like 2 or 3 rules anyway, so it'll be nice and easy to fit those on. And then I can just like keep the template and then just update it as new rules get added or removed or whatever. That's probably what I'll do. And yeah, I also want like an end screen as well, as I've mentioned. It should probably just be the entire cast. Just a cute little picture of the whole cast just chilling out or sleeping or something like that. Sounds like a cute idea to me. A sexy cat girl in a police outfit, you know what? I think your art is much better than mine, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll just draw Rye and a police girl outfit. Done. Problem solved. Right, so I think I'll probably just finalize that then. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I actually did. I can't remember if I did anything particular. Like, yeah. Also, I think I did draw your bunny girl. You know what? That's where you're wrong. That's I can't stand for this slander. Unbelievable. Cats will always be superior. So where did I put that picture now? It's been ages. Oh, there it is. That didn't take long, actually. I thought it was going to take way longer than I actually did. Is it? Alright, I'm playing a fire now. Is it this? Okay, it's not that one. There you go. See, where is your character? Where was it? Here, there you go. There's your, you know, not really a bunny, but, you know, close enough. Bunny girl looks pretty masculine right now. Oh yeah, and your axe was kind of annoying to draw at the time, so I just did this and was like, yeah, that'll do. That works. I haven't looked at this in ages. Weenie is on point, yeah. I was honestly quite proud of how this one turned out. I think my favourite one might actually be Seved Bills. It's just because of the unique eyes. I remember. I was quite proud of those. I also drew that next to it. But my character just looks like arse because for some reason I have so much trouble drawing Rye. Like, it's such a consistent thing. The angry lesbian. You know what? You're pretty much right. That's pretty much what it is. Also, Team 1! Right. Oh. Team 1! Maybe like this part shouldn't stick out as much. But then the ear probably shouldn't either. You know, I think I'm just gonna that's done. It's fine. It'll do. And like I said, I can always fix it later on in the worst case scenario. Yes, the next one. I guess I can sort of show you the template. I guess. This one. Yeah, I'd love to sort of do something again. Okay, this is the template for the next one. You can see how high quality these first draft sketches actually are. Very, very high effort, high detail. Yeah, it's going to look like this. This character is Amelia, who has also been on stream because it's my alt. This is the real main character of the series because, well, it just kind of worked out like that, to be honest. She's not really the most interesting character, but she is the main character technically. Anyway, back to this one. But yeah, I'd love to do like a trial together, all of us again, all of us locked back into Final Fantasy. That's not your bunny girl. You know what? You're not wrong. Why is your bunny girl like? What does she look like? I might actually put her into the series as like a little cameo. There's definitely places I can pretty fit her in. There's one arc which took like a whole 2 weeks or more to write. Probably more than that, to be honest. It took ages to write because it's like a big tournament arc. And I didn't write every single match, but there were like 64 characters entered into the tournament, and I needed to name like the majority of them. It just took so fucking long. You know, it was the same as the other picture I did. It was just working harder rather than smarter. You know, there was definitely a way of doing it that was way smarter than what I did. But yeah, I can kind of just throw your character in there. One of the entries in that tournament, easy. Name them all Bob. Yeah, that's way better, way smarter. You have Bob 1 through 64. Maybe there is one thing I can change here. Just like a tiny elevation here. Just a teeny tiny bit. And then quickly move back over here. Ooh. Alright, there we go. That kind of stands out a bit more as like a shirt type thing. You know, tank top or whatever. Where is the thing? What do you think then? You say it to me, cheers. That'll be very helpful. Otherwise it would have been like, random buddy called Urko. There you go. For comparison's sake. Now we can see it side by side. The only problem with drawing the characters in Final Fantasy XIV is that often they're not very expressive. Well, obviously you can do emotes, you can do proper pictures, but when it's like stuff like this, they always look very, very bland. So I kind of have to take quite a lot of liberties when drawing them. Yeah, there we go. I guess. I'm trying to remember now, because I know we have a picture. I tried a lot of different stuff for it. I did like a bunch of sort of little bits here and that's to adjust it to the right size and all that, and I tried saving it in different forms and all that just to make it sort of work well with the dimensions it had available to it. I think I might not need to do that with this one though, because it's kind of just like the right size already, I think. So I'll probably just save as, I guess. I don't know, I'm kind of worried that if I click on save as, it's going to be like, here is all the weird shit you've drawn, and it's just like, oh no, I'm banned. So I'll leave it like as on this screen then. I don't think I have much more to say. The next stream will probably... Actually, yeah, okay, actually, while you're here, that'll be the Vermintide thing. Is that still a thing that can happen, or... Weird shit I've drawn. Your interest. Oh, in. I didn't say anything. To be honest, I don't really know if it's all that weird. I mean, there's some pretty weird shit out there. We can play right now. I mean, we could. I need to make dinner, to be honest, so I'd probably still end stream anyway. But yeah, if everyone's like okay with playing now, if Dan's still there, then if he is hanging around in the audience. Yeah, after dinner though, I'm down. As long as everyone else is also down. You've got like a full 4-man. Might as well go for the 4-man experience for the first time, you know. Yeah, let's go then. I'll message Dan and ask him about it as well. I'll do it on stream as well. That way. He has to say yes, right? There we go, I messaged him. Also, I like your character record, it's cute. I like the glasses. The princess signs, please no. I thought I'd finally escaped it. I thought it was over. Being called the prince. Apparently Dan is doing something else. So Dan is a no-go. What about other people though? I wonder who else is there. Was Puck around? Yeah, apparently he's busy. Unbelievable, this guy. Imagine that. I mean, we could always try doing it a different day maybe then. So, oh, yeah, you're right. Whereas, how do I do this again? I forgot. Hang on. I don't think I do it for OBS. Is it this button? I think it's this button. Yeah, there it is. Alright, clicking it. Boom. Done. Not mod anymore. Apparently it's been a month since I had those mods. What the fuck? Doesn't feel like it's been a month. Time flies, man. It's scary being an adult. I'm gonna turn on my light. My word, is it dark. I listen like an old man like when I get up. Yeah, in the worst case scenario, if no one's around to play Vermintide today, we can always try and make it to it in advance, like just arrange like a day people could be around. I think tomorrow's Friday. I think I'll be busy Friday because it's my dad's birthday tomorrow, so I ought to make some time for him, you know. But yeah, we'll sort out all that stuff off stream. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Thanks everyone for showing up for this fairly quiet, probably quite boring stream, I reckon. Need to prep for D&D tomorrow. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I reckon it was probably quite a boring stream, but hopefully it was at least like, I don't know, maybe therapeutic. It was very, very quiet, very low energy, chilled out stream. I will probably do this again because I actually did quite enjoy doing this. It was quite nice. And it was productive as well, because I got to do 2 things at once. Easy. There's no worry about having to be like, oh fuck, I've got all this stuff to do after stream, like I have to end stream now. Yeah, next time, I'll probably be working on the rules one, depending on when the next stream is. But yeah, there's a lot of work for me to do right now for the stream. A lot of art, because it's been a long time. I've kind of just been sitting on it for ages, just like, yeah, I'll do it eventually. Yeah, so now I'm gonna do all of it together, all of it at once, collectively. Yeah, I won't sort of obviously do all that sort of stuff right now, as all the saving stuff for this picture, but it'll be below stream probably within the next hour, I would say. But yeah, thanks for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope I can see you again next time with whatever I stream next. It might be more drawing, might be a different game, might be Hitman. Might be XCOM, actually. I forgot about XCOM. I did like 1 stream of it and it was just like, you know what? I'm gonna play Amori instead. Worth it, to be honest. But yeah, I'll see you all next time, and look after yourselves. See ya!